Hi Taurus, I'm here to do your May twin flame reading. Now you can interchange twin flame with another term that maybe you're more comfortable with, but like high level soulmate, divine counterpart, beloved, but this is definitely the way I see it as a twin flame. So masculine, feminine, querent, or cross-watcher, enjoy the reading. So we're going to do what this side will be the divine masculine here, and on this side we have the divine feminine. It doesn't matter what your sex is, but don't get too worried or hung up if I use, pronoun he for the masculine and she for the feminine. It's just a little easier that way, but I'll try to be mindful of that. Okay, so the first thought will be, or the first question will be, what are the divine masculines' feelings towards their divine feminine in the month of May? Oh gosh. All right. Eek. Three of Swords. So Three of Swords is making me feel like there's something there, a third party, third situation. I feel like he's seeing her as not being completely faithful. Like maybe I feel like maybe. Okay, so the masculine feels slightly brokenhearted in this situation. It doesn't necessarily have to be dependent on like betrayal, but the broken heart can be like this longing, this wish, this desire to have something with his divine feminine, but not able to because of that third issue, which could be anything. It doesn't have to be a person. It could be his work. It could be distance, it could be whatever. So there's a bit of heartbreak and longing and grief and anxiety, decision that hurts too much, and maybe there is a third party on his part, and maybe yes, he wants to leave and be with you, but this is a decision that hurts too much. The thought of it hurts. So let's see now. What are her feelings? What are the divine feminine's feelings towards the divine masculine in the month of May? For Taurus. Yeah, and I forgot to mention Taurus. Sun, moon, rising, or Venus. We have the Hierophant. So I think she sees him, his feelings. She sees that he's a righteous person, and she gets it. She gets that he believes in the rituals. He believes in oaths and promises. Maybe there's a marriage here, and she sees that. She wants the masculine to know, I see the pain in your choices, And we have the Lovers here too. There's a lot came out, but I'm just going to go ahead with just show you the Lovers because in a lot of times the Lovers does represent the choice, but this is the Lover's card of twin flame. So this is also what she sees. She's like, so she's kind of saying, yeah, I know your earthbound promises that you made, but we have a spiritual promise of twinship to each other. It shouldn't have to be a choice, but I understand, So anyway, this is how her feelings are. Okay. The divine feminine's feelings. So now let's see what are the divine masculine's thoughts. What are the divine masculine's thoughts towards his divine feminine in the month of May? For Taurus, sun, moon, rising. Let's see. And you got the Three of Pentacles. And also the Empress came out. I think that's legitimate too, but we'll put her aside. But he definitely, so his thoughts are, for sure, yes, you are more than just an earthbound thing to me. You are the divine feminine. You are amazing, you know, and I want to collaborate and create with you and make this, you know, this more with you. I just want to be more with you. And so the Three of Pentacles is kind of a hint towards the Ten of Pentacles, right? The Ten of Pentacles is having it all. The Three of building it is the Three of Pentacles is sort of building towards that. The Three of Pentacles is creating a masterpiece. This is the way I always see it, you know, and the masterpiece of this love, the masterpiece of this connection. And it is what it is, you know, this is also what he's seeing. Well, his thoughts are that he'd like to build the groundwork for the future. You know, he would like to have growth here, but he also has his own career and his own personal growth that he's going through too. So it's like, yeah, I'd like to do this with you, but what, you know, I still have things I got to do for myself too. Like I'm growing and I have my business, or I have this, or I have that, you know. All right, so let's see what the divine feminine thoughts are for her divine masculine in the month of May for Taurus, Sun, Moon. Okay, let's see. We got the Ace of Swords and the High Priestess. Good. High Priestess and the Hierophant. Great match. You know, this is a beautiful divine match. The High Priestess, and let's just tap into Divine Priestess. High Priestess a little bit. Divine Priestess. She is the keeper of secrets too. So there is something here that she's holding for him. The relationships, most of twin flame relationships are secretive for a little while at least, because it's special, and it's a special energy that not everybody gets. And if you share too much of it with other people, then they want to put on negative energy onto it, and that's not helpful and healthy for your relationship. So if you know, if you're one that you haven't heard about that or didn't know that, then try to incorporate this sense of protectiveness and keep it close to the heart. I think that's the best way to go about it, unless you've already kind of, you know, you're in your final stages and you're ascending, whatever, and now you're in like teacher phase and you're helping other people to understand the twin flame journey. Then it's important to just keep your own journey kind of close to your heart, right? And so I think the feminine here knows that, and besides that fact, she knows that they have this spiritual connection. They have a telepathic connection, they have a dream connection, and yeah, they feel. Now this guy is kind of like peeking at me for some reason. This could be like represent, you know, him and you know, kind of like part of her, kind of part in her aura, you know, almost like they're with her always with her. It could also represent maybe somebody else interested in her, possibly. So the Ace of Swords is kind of like the main answer here, though, for what are her thoughts. And this is perfect because swords are all about thoughts, and her thought is, can we just start over? Can we try this again? Can we see this differently? You know, maybe if we take a moment, we'll come up with some kind of great idea or epiphany. She has good intentions, though. She's not selfish. She's not arrogant, and she's not putting her needs above anyone else's. But she would like to have you know, that which she desires. She would like to have union with her twin flame, but she's not going to be greedy about it, you know. And I think she believes that there will be victory. There will be some kind of victory, clarity, or illumination. So that her thoughts are towards that, you know, this kind of higher goodness. And that's good. Okay. So let's see now, what are the divine masculine's hopes towards his divine feminine in the month of May for the sign of Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising, or Venus. Okay. What are the divine masculine's hopes? Ooh. So we have the Nine of Pentacles. Very nice. So his hopes are that she's fine on her own. Kind of. No, what he hopes for is that for her to have great success, for his divine feminine to have great success, to feel wonderful and prosperous and abundant, and he wants the best for her, but like there might not be much he can give her in May, or maybe he will help her achieve this. You know, even if you can't reach union, just your effect in each other's lives creates abundance for you, whether you want to admit it or not. Even in those moments where you feel like your relationship has kind of gone into a lull, or some kind of ghost, or some kind of blocking situation. Even in those moments, have you noticed that it's sort of a coping mechanism at first, you know, but in order to cope with it, you turn your attention onto things in your life that you can have control over, you can put focus on and try to make it better, and then suddenly your world becomes extremely abundant. You like get more, you know, you beautify yourself, you beautify your home, you put effort into your work and make more money, you know. If you might even decide, okay, well, you know, twin flame, this isn't working, but maybe I can date, and maybe you even find love, you know. But this I think the masculine is seeing you as single. He's like, I like to see you as single and abundant and prosperous and everything until the time that we can be together. All right, so let's see about the divine feminine. What are her hopes? What are her hopes towards her divine masculine in the month of May? Taurus. Okay. Oh gosh, we got the Two of Cups too. So, oh yeah, and then we got the twin flames peeking out. Twin flames twice with the Lovers and the Four of Wands. So the divine feminine already knows you're my twin flame. I don't care what you say. And I think he knows too, but he is stuck in a position, and he feels like, you know, I think he's just seeing that the earthbound situation takes priority over this spiritual situation, you know, which sometimes to some people, it could be the divine masculine, is like a fantasy, and maybe they equate it to like similar to video games. Like, well, if you're at home and you're playing video games and your wife yells, oh, you got to go wash the dishes, you know, enough playing games, that's not important. Logically, you sit back and you're like, well, yeah, that's not important. It's just a video game. It's not my life. My life is this, and these things, and these people, and the surroundings, and I better go wash the dishes, you know? So it's kind of like that. That's kind of what's going on here. And so there could be a part of the divine masculine here that sees the connection as a fantasy, more like a video game than an actual reality. But it's, even though it's in the spiritual realm, it doesn't make it less real. It's completely real. It's not a game. It's not a fantasy. So he may still have to learn that. But anyway, he still sees you as beautiful and abundant and wonderful. And I feel there's a little piece of him definitely that wants to make it tangible, like something he can touch, okay? But you, on the other hand, you understand. It's not like you have empathy for sure, but also you have logic, you know. So you have a lot of logic, and you have a lot of intellect, and you have a you know how to deal with the situation. You're not in your head's not floating in space. You have a logical perception of all of this, and I think in May you might want to try to express that. There might be something in you that wants to like to bring these thoughts across, like, hey, my hope is, okay, so this is her hopes. Divine Feminine's hopes are that we can like communicate logically about this, so that we both are on the same page, that we both get what this is about. This is not just about me being some kind of fantasy fluff thing floating around. This is me, an actual soul connected to your soul, and this is real. All right, and this is kind of what she's trying to say. Like, we are each other's Two of Cups. We may not be partners on the 3D, but we are partners. We belong together. We are meant to be. So her hope is that somehow he can see that she'll either be able to get that message across to him, or that he will see it for himself. But 2 cups is definitely true love, and it's emotional completion, and it's union. So her hope would be like, hey, it would be nice if we could have a union. And it's relationships. Her hopes have a lot to do with marriage and connection and contracts, and even the sexual gratification, and all of these, even the very minimum is having some sort of truce with you, like, or with the divine masculine. Her hopes would be to have a nice truce with the divine masculine. Okay, so that being said, let's see now, what are the divine masculine's actions towards his divine feminine in the month of May for the sign of Taurus? What are the divine masculine's actions towards the feminine, divine feminine in the month of May? Okay. Ooh, good. We got the Ace of Cups. Even better, we've got the Devil. So this could be union, physical union. Ooh, Chariot. Nice. Like, he's coming in. He's making decisions maybe, and he's headed your way. And the Three of Wands. Yes, anticipation, planning, strategies, getting headed somewhere, getting somewhere, making it, that effort. So, but the Ace of Cups is really good. So the divine masculine towards his divine feminine for the month of May wants to give her his love. I think this is also kind of a, okay, let's start this. Like, are you understand my situation, you understand where I'm coming from, but yet you care and love me anyway. Like, I feel like with the Two of Cups here, the way she expressed her Two of Cups idea, it just warmed his heart so much, and he's like, yes, I feel this too. I feel like this is a gift of fate. You're not in my life for no reason at all. You're in it for a reason. And this is a gift of fate, of joy, of harmony, of feelings. His feelings will be renewed, and I think his action will be that will be his action. This renewed sense of purpose and desire to show you his love. Okay, so I'm like going back to you, and like sometimes you is the masculine, sometimes you is the feminine. So all right. Okay. So the divine, let's see what the divine feminine's actions are going to be in the month of May towards her divine masculine. Okay, what are the divine feminines? Okay, wow, interesting. Knight of Pentacles, slow and steady wins the race. Very good. So her actions are going to be much like his actions too. Like, he is making his moves and he's seeing her. Hey, I mean, he's just seeing her. Like, he has this in, like, this is, to me, is like a seed, like seed planted for the Ten of Pentacles. But let's build on something. And in the meantime, I'm watching you just be amazing. And then her intentions are like, okay, well, I'm going to try to convince you and help you understand my point of view of what a twin flame is, you know, and how it's not just a fantasy, it's a reality. It's our reality that we can create, we can bring into 3D. So let's take it slow. Let's keep going with this. We're headed in the right direction. I won't force you or push you too hard. You know, I know this is a big concept for you to accept, but I'm willing to take it easy, to take my time, and I'm willing to go, not to rush you, and to go at your pace as well. And he just loves that, you know, like the masculine just feels loved and very blessed and cherished to have this connection with his feminine. All right, well, I hope you like that. And if you like it, give it a thumbs up. Feel free to watch anything else that's in your rising, moon, or Venus, or any other placement you feel you like to watch. Eventually, I'll have all of them up. And yeah, check out the channel. Subscribe if you haven't. And if you need anything, the description box will show you a list of places where you can reach me. So you can see me on Instagram and TikTok too if you like. And there's a bunch of different playlists. This is going to be in the Twin Flame playlist. So if you like stuff like this, check out the Twin Flame playlist, which will have a whole lot more Twin Flame themed stuff, okay? But I have a lot of different themes out there, so check out all my different themes in the playlists. All right, you guys, well, I often do charms. I'm not gonna do charms for these readings, just for time constraints. And yeah, and I'm not gonna do commercials either. Just be nice and sweet and quick about it. But I hope you like that. Faith, trust, and pixie dust.